Good morning. How you guys doing today? Thompson Farmstead Adventures. Today is Monday, December 4th, 2024. Not 2014, right? We were just talking about his buddy's car. He kept calling it 2014. He goes, it's not even out yet. It's 2014. I mean, 2024. Anyway, here's what we got going on. I'm getting ready to get this place watertight. Oh, it's a busy day today. We're going to go ahead and get the cap sheet up there, which is what I'm going to be using for that underlayment, like I said before. Get the door in. I'm going to go get my, I don't really need the weather sill here, but I'm going to go get it and see if it works. It's right now, I think it might be too old. It's not sticking, so I'm going to use my little plumber's torch and heat it up a little bit and see if it works. Otherwise, I have to go buy some. And I don't want to do that. I want to stop what I'm doing. But I thought it was still a good roll, but when I peeled off the backing of it, I touched it, it's like not even sticky anymore. So we got that to do. We got to re-grind this section up here so I can put my roof flashings on. And we just got done putting on these strips right here. But then I realized, after looking at it, since I'm not putting any brick up here, I don't need it in this area. So once we get the door on and we get the stucco mold / brick mold, out here it's called brick mold, in California it's called stucco mold, and all this stuff right here. If we get that on, then I'll figure out where I need to have my stucco stops return at, you know. I'll figure out where it's going to return. We'll have to pull these off so I can put my 45s on them and just redo it, unfortunately. And if it breaks, we'll cut new ones. This stuff's not that great, you know. And we did do them at 1 inch instead of 1.5 inch because of the way the door frame is up there. Which now I don't really need to worry about it. We'll figure all this stuff out. And eventually I want to take out these bricks here, take that out, cut those pipes back, because I want to keep this wall the way it is and mount stuff on it. I was thinking about putting some board on it and then FRP. And I decided this one here is already waterproofed. Why do I want to waste the money? So I'll just take out these bricks right here, there, and that little half brick right there. Cut all that stuff inside the wall and then put those new bricks back in because I got a ton of them, and that'll get that cleaned up. And then we still have to add, I want to add a 2x4 across through here and over there, bring it down, and then I'm going to build a small soffit through this area to the height of this and leave the front open, but I want to finish the bottom. That way I can go ahead and drill my pipe holes as I need it. Because my hot and cold manifold system is going to go right there on the wall. Heater is going on this wall. The water filtration is going on over there. And then of course water, once we get it in, hooked up outside all the way around from the meter, then that'll get hooked up to here and go through the filtration before it goes through anything else. In the meantime, I'll bring a 3/4 inch water line temporarily into here and hook all the stuff up until I can get my main lines outside ran, and then we can rock and roll from there. Right now, I'm going to show you guys a quick little tip though. I mean, people use gloves and stuff, but like I said, I'm caulking the snot out of everything. So over here, oops, still have some caulking left over from last week, or Saturday. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to caulk the snot out of the paper. I want it to seal too. And just get it on there, just glob it on there. Oh man, cold, hard to squeeze. Just globbing it on there, burn up the rest of this tube stuff on the bottom. Matthew's being the cameraman. Wow. All right, get that out of the way. And what I'm doing, I'm just using some leftover paper. Put my hand in there. Maybe I'll fold it up and I'll pretty noisy. Get around my finger, just like that. Down this hole. Just let it down. Voila. Very little on here because it's all getting pushed into there. Fold that over. I don't have to put a glove on or nothing. Look at that. And now, the paper's all sealed too. And I don't have to worry about the brick and all that because now the brick's coming out to that far. Right there, you know, the 3 inches, bringing it up from the wall. All right, let me just throw this away. So there's a little tip for you guys. Don't have to use gloves or anything. Just grab some of the roofing paper or whatever you're using, tie back and stuff. And then you get a nice good seal because you just press as hard as you want and it'll spread it all in there. Get right behind it and cover it. We already did this corner Saturday. It started raining on us, so I didn't get to finish that side. So, right now we need to go back to the shop, grab a couple more items, drop off some stuff that we don't need, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, well what we're doing, taking my little plumber's torch like I was saying, just kind of heating it up. We did a little test strip on each side here just to see if it would work. And it's working, so you just can't get too close to the tie back because it'll burn it just like if you had that woven ground covering, you know how you torch it for cutting it and so it seals the ends. Basically, you just don't have to hit that much or just kind of reactivating. Right now we just torch it. Look at that. I'm pulling on that thing pretty good. Pulling the paper off on that. But basically just do this. And get it warm. It is, what, about 45 degrees right now? Something like that. Say maybe even, yeah, about 45. But this is older flashing. I've had it for a bit. Yeah, I'm using my welding gloves just in case. I need some hot tar on me. Working good. All right, that means I can literally burn this stuff up so I can get rid of it. You got the razor knife on you?
No.
Thank you, sir. Cool. Reactivates. That's nice. Cut that out. Now, let's cut that off. Stuck the molding and all that, and plus concrete's going to go right back here anyways, right up to there. Got a little step, maybe like a, I don't know, maybe like a 3-inch step. But check that out though, guys. If you have any of this old flashing, and it's not sticky anymore. I didn't know if it was going to work or not. You know, I didn't know if it was going to shrivel up on me. But yeah. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see here. Check, because since it's not tacky, I don't know, maybe if it gets cold it comes off again, I don't know. Alright. Worst case scenario, throw some staples on it, you know. Alright. We're going to go ahead and finish this off and get a couple other things done. I'll show you that in a few minutes. See you soon. We're under attack! Just kidding.
It's lifelike.
It's lifelike, really? Hopefully they're just on a practice run. Alrighty, we're back. Getting a little done here and there. All right, so we got the door hung. As you can see on the bottom, I put a little too much of that big stretch, but I'll wait until it dries, and probably about a week. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's not my way, and I'm not in its way. So yeah, we're probably looking. It's going to be a bit. You can see I already pre-drilled all my holes down there for when I put my concrete in. That was way back then. But anyways, I got that on. I got the brick stop in. We're going to go ahead and take the 1-inch brick stop that we made. I'm going to take this piece down here and bring it to where it cuts back. Whoops, where it cuts back into this. I'm going to have Matthew get in here real quick and get some hurricane straps to go from. Let me see where I'm at here. Look at this. Hurricane straps from the original roof joists onto the 2x6 here, because all we have is pocket screws in there. And then probably put on some of those safety plates, or not safety plates, the other plates over here. Let me show you real quick. Those guys right here. Right here. So I'll probably put a few of those on, plus right and left hurricane straps. Get those on. Just getting everything kind of sealed up, you know. We sealed it up here. I'm probably going to go ahead and just tack this here real quick with those PT50, you know, the staples, the regular staples that you would use in your staple gun. So I'll probably just do that just in case, because I don't see me getting the block on the front of this thing for a bit, because once I get this thing watertight, which is also the roof, then I'm going to start working on the inside and start getting that water heater out of the closet. So when the freeze comes, we don't have any more issues. My wife's paranoid, and so am I, because 3 Christmases in a row, because we moved here again, you know, I'll say it again, December of 2020, and then we had the first freeze. And then 21 and 22, and we've had an issue each time at Christmas time. So, with that said, you know, I'm not really worried about the outside of this part. Right now, I'm just worried about getting everything done on the inside, get that last water heater out. The 90% furnaces are out. I've got 80% in the closet. I'm going to reuse the 90% furnaces, one for the garage and upstairs, and the other one's for the shop. And you guys seen that in the other videos with the shop. And once we get this to a point, then I could finally work on the master / primary bedroom closet, because we've had our clothes out of that closet because of all the issues we've had each winter. Each winter, something happens. Either the drain, our first one was the condensate drain froze up, so it backed up. And then the pans, because you were set in horizontal positions, the units, the furnaces up there, were set in horizontal positions, and they had shut-off switches. But because the wood, the platform was all wonky, you know, you step on it, it just wasn't a good installation. The switches never went off, but the pans overflowed and came down inside the master bedroom closet. Now, the master bedroom closet is a storm shelter. So it's brick with concrete, right? With a concrete lid on it. So it's, block CMUs with concrete filled and a concrete lid. The problem is the water came down where the light is. So it came down the electrical area, dead center, and there's plywood. I don't know if they used it as part of holding up the concrete, or they added it later. I'm not sure if they, screwed it in or shot it in or whatever, but the plywood got wet, the drywall got wet, and that happened 3 Christmases in a row. The whole remodel of us doing it was because of the water leak. Long story short, our first water leak that we thought, but it found out to be our 3rd one, because we couldn't detect it. It was behind the master bedroom or primary. I know all you guys that want to be politically correct. Bathroom it was in the wall behind the hutch. That what came out. Then all Christmas Day we tore out all the flooring. Anyways, so yeah, it's been one thing after another. So it's like a little bit here and there. Now again, if I wasn't living here, it'd be a lot easier to just come in, tear stuff out, not have to worry about it, because we live here, and I'm trying to also build the greenhouse, the garden area for my wife, the chicken coop area, work on my own office and shop and all that, plus clear the land and everything else that goes along. You have to bounce around based on the weather and also accessibility of some stuff. Because when we first got here, it was in the pandemic era and nothing was really open. People weren't really working. And it was just difficult to get things. So anyways, so that's where we're at right now with this. So we're going to go ahead and pull this trim down here. I'm going to go ahead and return each one of these guys back into this area here on both sides of the door. I've got a little caulking to do, but no big deal. Not going to see a lot of that stuff anyways, because the brick's going to cover it up. So we're going to get on that. I'm going to get Matthew on getting everything anchored down, so when we do step on that, it doesn't break on us and fall down, because like I said, it's only held with pocket screws temporarily. Just kind of get all the stuff up there. We're going to reinforce everything with the straps and the Chicos, and using the palm nailer, and keep going from there. So a little bit of progress. And like I said, we burned up, that's what's left of that black flashing. I'm not that, I'm just burning up what I have and got it to stick. But with the winter coming and all that stuff, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and staple the ends, put a little bit of caulking over that, which I probably don't really need to, but I probably will put caulking on the edge just to add another adherent, So I'm gonna go ahead and staple this real quick so we can get that part out of the way. And then Matt can get in there and do the nailing. And then I'm gonna just take my this is the stuff I love using. Use it for everything. My quick seal right here. It's easy to work. Using the caulking gun, as soon as you stop, the thing just keeps squiggling all the way out. And, you know, you've got caulking all over the place. That's kind of what happened right here. Couldn't get to the back end fast enough to release it. This here, just, you know, just nice and smooth. And you can do a little tiny bit of caulking, which is all you need. And you can just use your finger. And by the time you get done, barely anything there because it's not just gouging out, you know, when you're squeezing with a gun or using, like I have a Ryobi battery pack caulking gun. But anyways, this is where we're at. A lot of mumbling here, but I'm gonna get that part done. And if we get the roof done today, great. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. You know, not like I'm on someone's job. I gotta hurry and get it done. But I do gotta hurry and get it done. I can move on to next. All right, we'll see you soon. Yeah, that's a good sight to see. Matt is locking the door with the plastic piece that came with the door, you know, to help keep it closed and shipping. Shipping. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, make sure you can get it out, that's for sure. All right, yeah, so I still need to get a doorknob, and still, yeah, I got one gap here because of the doorknob. Well, we went ahead and got the trim, the brick stop going across there. It stops there. It goes up against the wall, up against this brick molding and that brick stop. Same thing here, a little caulking, a little off on that one, no biggie. I'll caulk it, paint it, nobody will even know. Up down there, added one over there to kind of just mimic that we're holding it back, same way we did there. Even though it's really not needed, it's just more for, I guess, looks or so. So, tomorrow we'll get all the eave, the original eave and gutter up there painted. As you can see, there's two tones. And I was talking about this earlier in this week. You got like a little darker and more one. The gutter looks like it's more of a primer. So I talked to my wife. I said, "Hey, do you want it that way?" She goes, "Really? I can't. I didn't even notice." So I don't want to try to do this two-tone thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint it all the same color of what the soffit is. You know, the box and eaves there. So I'm going to paint underneath here and get out, you know, by the window, so you know, I can be on a ladder in this area. Get away from this building, basically. Get away from the water heater closet. So I take it out probably to the corner there, and take it out probably to either before or after the window. And then paint all this, and then when I'm ready to put gutters on it, which I'll put a gutter right here in the corner. Whoops, oh man, look through the camera. Come down here and come down the corner on this side, and then I'm going to open up the ground, and because that's where our drain is for inside, which is that pipe right there, but it's also for the drain of all the downspouts. So this pipe here, along with the French drain tied into it, is going to go around. My planter bed is going to go about 4 feet out, all the way around the front of the house to the side, you know, the walkway, and then all the way down to the back of the house that way. This part is not going to happen until after the block wall goes in. This part over here, though, once we get the water line, the main water line that's coming around the house, and I can get all the other French drains and stuff hooked in, I can have this guy come out to a lower spot with a pop-up and just have it all come out away from the house for right now. I can even run this pipe all the way down and get that part done, and that way all the water is pulling away from the house the best we can. Oh, let me help him with this. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong? Oh, I need to take that back. We're taking those back too. We're out of here. I want somebody to Jimmy open my door. So, well, it's finally coming along. I can't believe it. What am I going to do when I finish the house, this whole property? I'll start another project. Hopefully something that'll make me money. This one here's costing me money. I'm not making any money right now at all. So we're there. We're getting there. And we will see you guys mañana. God bless.